Well, let's start here. Let's start with Mardi Gras 2021. The announcements being made all over the state about no parades, this being canceled, other things being called off. I would think that would mean you are working overtime to come up with, what's the term, alternative Mardi Gras celebrations and events. What are you thinking about?
Yeah, I know the Mardi Gras float people in New Orleans. We've been talking to them about doing some kind of live virtual thing to get people excited about coming next year. I know some of the outlying communities are still considering where they testing the riders, and in places like Homer, Morgan City, or even outside of areas where they can spread out, possibly still having some parades. And we're going to support whatever communities decide they can do safely. But we're also looking to do things like get 5 minutes live on, like we usually drop the ball at New Year's. Everywhere in the country is canceled. We'd like to have 5 minutes live on Dick Clark to talk about what Louisiana is going to look like when we reopen our doors to the world. So we've got something live to get people excited about making plans next year. And I tell you, up in Shreveport, Stacy Brown and her team is really thinking outside the box. They were picked number 5 best in the world by Travel and Leisure magazine for social distancing ways to see Santa. So they were number 5 in the whole world. It's an Uber driver. It's some kind of app, and I think Santa rides by your house or something. But it's an incredible thinking outside the box. And I know they're planning Bogier's planning an outdoor Christmas celebration. So we've got some incredible talent like Stacy Brown and her team that always thinks outside the box and comes up with these creative ways to get people excited about coming to their area.
Mr. Billy, speaking of up this way, travel and tourism, etc., the Radiant Technologies Independence Bowl is going to be here. What are you hearing about that, and what sort of help are you throwing our way?
Well, we're a major sponsor of that, and we help promote it. And I believe the hotels, based on the capacity that's being allowed, 12,500, it's pretty much sold out, I understand. The hotels, we're also looking forward to a great turnout for the Bayou Classic. We moved that Grambling Southern game up there, which is great. It's in Grambling's backyard, and so many people come over for Dallas for that game. So we think that's going to be a great event up there. The USA Boxing Championship has been postponed to March of 2021, but we're still glad that thing is going to take place up there. And we're working on so many Olympic trial events for next year, into the next several years. And Shreveport Bossier has been a great host of those events in the past, and the people that put them on are so excited with the way they're treated in Shreveport Bossier area that it makes it easy to book those kind of events for that area.
Mr. Billy, back to Mardi Gras for a second. What's I think the number is around, for up here, the economic impact is like $21, $22 million, over $1 billion for the state. I would imagine, and you had mentioned thinking outside the box, I would imagine that you are getting from people around the state, not only convention and visitors bureaus and stuff like that, but just a lot of interesting outside the box ideas for how we can still, to some degree, pull Mardi Gras 2021 off. Yeah?
Right. I tell everyone, do not cancel anything. Well, I don't like to use the word cancel. Postpone, scaled back, because I like to not let that word cancel out there. But I tell people, wait to the last part. We're going to see a vaccine coming. There's ways to social distance, especially in the rural areas. But to host these events, one, we got to make sure that people involved and the local people are safe. But we also got to make sure people are comfortable and feel safe coming. And I tell you, our hotels and attractions, I went on a swamp tour Thanksgiving week. The people in the business have really gone the extra mile. and taking precautions to make sure everyone visiting the hotels and the restaurants and the attractions feel safe. We've been getting great response from people coming to Louisiana, just like we hand out the mask at the welcome centers, the state parks, and the museums. The Louisiana industry has really stepped up and made visitors feel safe, and that's helped us. In some areas of the state, we're back close to the numbers last year in visitors. A lot of those visitors are Louisianans taking a staycation, but as long as they're spending money in those communities, helping keeping those businesses open, that's what we're aimed to do.